Hello and welcome to Good News. Every week I'll be going from door to door to find stories to make you laugh. So, what have we learnt this week? Adam Bolton hates his cameraman.
See that man there? He's a real a-hole.
Have you seen John Desborough's impression of Johnny Vegas in a bakery?
Cheesecake. Cheesecake.
So, why is Peter Mandelson so pleased with his new secretary?
Much tighter. Much tighter.
So, the election night is finally here. The last few weeks have been full of drama. Gordon Brown revealed his ultimate fantasy.
Angels dressed in nurses' uniforms.
Cameron bored a kid in a blue shirt.
We recognise that we've got to do more to mend our broken society and build a stronger society in the poorest parts of our country.
And Nick Clegg discussed the drawbacks of his massive penis.
I've had single mothers in tears in my office in Sheffield.
So, the campaigning is finally over. I tell you what, Gordon Brown's had a tough week.
Gordon Brown has been caught on a microphone calling a voter who confronted him in Rochdale a bigot.
This has had a catastrophic effect on his campaign. The poor man had to go round to her house and apologise. Then, when he got there, amazingly, he left his mic on again. I don't know if you know this, we've actually got audio of what happened inside the house.
The Prime Minister is now turning up at Mrs Duffy's house.
Yes. Not in the election.
Hello, Mr. Brown.
She has accepted that there was a misunderstanding and she's accepted my apology.
We just don't know what happened. Now, and then he's just had a tough week. Then, after all that, look who had a pop at him.
Gordon Brown, he just looks like a corpse.
Louis Spence! To be honest, he's entitled to his opinion. The man is obsessed with politics.
I've never voted in my life.
Never voted, and yet they had him on a politics show. Did you see the advice he gave for the leaders' debate?
If you enter maybe something like this, I don't know, all three of you. Hi, we're here. We've come to run your country. 6, 7, 8.
Where'd you go to run? Oh, I'm here. I'm here to run your... I'm in pain. I'm in real pain. He also told them how to use their face.
The face has 1,000 expressions. Look, here's just a few. Sadness. Joy. Anger.
Confusion. The debate itself was quite dry, although at one stage Cameron got really pervy.
And we need to grip it very, very hard.
Do you like to grip it hard?
You're damn right I do.
Gordon, he had no time for such filth. He was too busy pretending to be David Gray. Brown struggled in the debates. Do you know why? Because he smiled. His smile is so unnatural. Every time he does it, a fairy dies.
They are not ready for government because they have not thought through their policies. But it's up to the people to decide, and it's your decision.
Right. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I thought that was very funny. Now, it wasn't just Brown who had a tough week. The media tried to attack Nick Clegg. Sorry. Mr. Long-legged Cleggy Weggy. The Daily Telegraph printed some of Clegg's teenage poetry. He reacted like a 14-year-old.
That is so unfair.
They said his poetry was awful. I read it. It wasn't that bad. It was nothing compared to a kid at my school who wrote a poem about a cat he'd killed. It was pretty funny, though. Meow, meow, went the cat. Bang, went my hammer. That was some nativity play. I felt a bit sorry for Clegg. We've all made mistakes at school. At least he didn't have this haircut. You didn't have to keep it up for that long, did you? Now, talking of hair, Cameron spent a lot of time preening himself. He should be more like his wife. She doesn't care what her hair looks like. It's been a long, hard election campaign for Clegg, Brown and Cameron. Whoever wins, whoever loses, they should know there's always something they can fall back on.
I used to be the Man Express, all steam and whistles heading west, picking up my pain from door to door, riding on the storyline, furnace burning overtime, but this train don't stop. This train don't stop. This train don't stop there.
Now, there's a huge summer of football ahead of us, and some people think they have the solution to the perfect football song.
Academics in Sussex have been using cutting-edge science to create the perfect song for fans.
They were searching for the ultimate word that would inspire players, and they came up with this.
Kabanga, 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 kabanga.
So, Kabanga came up trumps in the science lab, but will it actually work in the football stands?
No. Kabanga sounds like something an Ewok would shout if you flicked him in the nuts. Not that you would. Why would you do that? Besides, do you know what Kabanga is? It's a small town in Tanzania. That's the equivalent of Africans chanting, Basingstoke, Basingstoke. You can't make chants using science. The best chants just evolve. They're a little bit nasty and they're very funny. Man United sing this to Korean international Park Ji-sung. They sing, Park, Park, wherever you may be. You eat dogs in your own country. It could be worse, you could be Scouse, eating rats in your council house. To their own player. That's a chant, not Kabanga. When a team is playing at Norwich, this is what they sing at their fans. Your sister is your mother, your uncle is your brother, you all fuck one another, the Norwich family. Hey! England fans shouldn't shout Kabanga, they should shout this.
Poor Beckham's ankle snap, Capello looks like Postman Pat. Our left back got the sack and sterilised the bone, and Ashley's got porn on his phone. Support Rooney, bubble wrap, cause without him we're pretty crap. So lock away Ronaldo and break Thierry's hands, then we'll be world champions!
Whatever people chant, the World Cup is going to be amazing. There's nothing better than seeing a goal so brilliant that everyone watching is amazed. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone.
There's some near post, and on your ups to punch.
Now, have you seen the latest art project in Manchester?
Spencer Tunick is an American artist well known for his nude photo shoots. Spencer's been capturing the everyday crowds of Manchester with one small difference. His models are naked.
He takes a photo of hundreds of naked people. He's an artist. I take a photo of one girl from a hedge. All of a sudden, I'm a weirdo! What I want to know is why are nudists always the last people you want to see naked? It's never some gorgeous young woman shaped like an hourglass. It's some old troll who looks like someone stapled a minge on a sausage roll. Do you like it? No! Greg's has gone bad. This isn't the first time that Spencer Tunick has done this. He did the same thing in Sydney earlier this year. The Aussies loved it.
awesome to see. You know, there's pregnant women out here, people with their babies feeding.
Babies,
it's also natural and human. It's great.
It was amazing. It was just incredible. It's just one of those moments you'll never, ever forget. Manchester, very different.
I was freezing.
I was bloody freezing! I looked down, I thought I had 3 balls. I had to sit in the bath and try and coax the bastard back to life. I had a hairdryer. He looked like a terrified shrew. Mind you, I think I know why the people of Sydney were quite so happy.
Everyone came together.
Now, next up, a wonderful story about idiocy.
Have you heard the one about the man who bought a boat on the internet, decided to sail it home, but navigated using a road atlas?
No, I haven't, but tell me more.
The nautical novice set off from Gillingham in Kent, aiming for Southampton. Keeping the land to his right, he thought he couldn't go wrong. But he failed to notice on his road map the dangers of the Isle of Sheppey. So mistakenly, he sailed round that instead and ran out of fuel.
So, did this make him stop? Oh, no.
His intentions were to find a petrol station to refill his 20-litre can and then go off to Southampton. And he did actually ask which way, left or right.
Left or right? Left. I'll tell you what, he was a real hit with the locals.
He was going clockwise.
Or going on.
But instead of going round there, he went round. He had a set naff.
This is a classic British response. Is there anything we love more than someone cocking up? This week, The Sun collected some of the worst quiz answers in history. This has to be my favourite.
Another starter question. The nicknames Cheesemongers, Cherry Pickers, Bob's Own, the Emperor's Chambermaids and the Immortals are or have been used for which groups of men?
You Miss Bright. Homosexual?
No, they're regiments in the British Army. You'll be very upset with you, Miss.
Now, terrifying news for the people of Cambridge.
A vicious swan, which has been attacking people using the River Cam, has moved near Cambridge's historic city centre.
A swan attacking people? How are they going to show that on the news? How are you?
I imagine to keep busy. I mean, the main thing, you know, is the business is bloody hell!
Have you seen the name they've given the swan?
We filmed the swan nicknamed Mr Asbo last year on the normally peaceful river.
Mr Asbo? He sounds like the scummiest Mr Men character ever. What are they going to call his wife? Little Miss Happy Slap? I know what you're thinking. Just kick the swan's head in. Well, there's a problem with that.
The Queen technically owns all the unmarked mute swans in open water in Britain.
Imagine trying to kill the swan and suddenly the Queen's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Just surrounded by thousands of swans.
Philip, release the pretties!
With pleasure, Big Mama. So, who have the villagers turned to?
Animal communicator Michelle Childerley, who claims she's been able to calm him down by linking with him telepathically.
Telepathically? What's that, Mr. Swan? No. He says he wants some bread.
So what I did, I communicated with him from home, and then he expressed this anger towards humans that he was feeling.
From home? How does that work? Mom, there's a swan on the phone for you. Wah! 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 Another happy customer. It's clearly bollocks. We've actually got footage of her chatting with the swan, and he is not happy. Hello, Mr. Swan. How are you today?
Suck my beak, Wizardora. I've just lost a fight with a goose and I've got something wrong with me dick.
Oh, anything I can do to help?
Why don't you and your fat cameraman fuck off and rub some lentils on your tits, you fucking hippie?
He's responded very well. He's being very calm and not aggressive at all.
You think that's the strangest animal story of the week? Then guess again. Look at this.
I'm Mr. Booger.
Kitty, and Mousy. We travel around the country. We like teaching people to get around. We have a lot of fun with this. Say cheese, guys. I was talking to the rat.
I think it's pretty cool. They all stay up their balance, and it's really nice.
What sort of nutter goes, I've been wasting my life? Get me a cat, a rat, a dog, and some Pritt stick.
Why can't people get along? If they can do it, why can't we?
I'll tell you what, wouldn't it be great? One day the rat, the cat, and the dog all looked at each other and went, let's eat this prick. Now, we've had some bizarre explanations for the recession. Have you heard the latest? Apparently, it's all down to porn.
A new report obtained by ABC News reveals that some top government officials responsible for policing Wall Street have a staggering obsession with pornography, spending hour after hour surfing porn sites on their government computers.
They said the bankers were blind not to see the recession, and now we know why.
The most serious violators include a senior attorney at SEC headquarters in Washington who spent up to 8 hours a day accessing internet porn and had boxes full of pornographic CDs and DVDs in his office.
8 hours a day. His poor dick, I bet it glows in the dark. I bet every time he turns on his laptop, his cock's like, no! No! What I want to know, how did nobody in the office notice 8 hours a day? Imagine the size of his right arm. I bet he looks like a wonky Popeye.
Another accountant attempted to access porn websites 1,800 times in a 2-week period.
1,800 times? That is unbelievable!
And she had 600 pornographic images on her government hard drive.
She? All right. Men watching porn, evil. Women watching porn, hello, mama. I figured out the way to stop this, right? We reconfigure their laptop so that every time they look at porn, this happens. I was on Google. Apparently, everyone in the office was looking at porn. The accountants, the CEOs, the cleaners, even the Hoovers. Little bastard! Now, this is possibly the most shocking sport in the world.
The baby weeping contest has been held in Tokyo for 20 years. The rules are simple. 2 student sumo wrestlers each hold a young child. Whoever makes one of them cry first is the winner.
We try to surprise them by shaking them up a little bit. It's a kind of battle with babies.
It's a battle with babies. It's not a battle, it's just being nasty. It's not like the baby can fight back. Yeah, you may have made me cry, fatty, but at least I can see my dick. What must babies think when they meet a sumo? Shit! I want to see the titties that feed this bastard. You're probably thinking, oh, well, at least the wrestlers won't go too far because there's a referee.
When the wrestlers fail to get a rise, the referees step in to boost the fear factor.
He uses a mask? Shocking. The incredible thing is, the mums don't even care.
I think it's a good thing. It's just a game to make these children cry. It's so they grow up nice and healthy.
Yeah, that'll work. You've seen ballads? Well, a fat man in a nappy used to make me weep. These sumo should watch out. The babies are hitting back. Some of them are learning karate. So, what's been this week's health scare?
People may find sunbeds as addictive as drug taking, according to new research.
Addicted to a sunbed? What are you, a fucking moth? Do you reckon there'll be people on street corners? Oh, wait, do you want to bang on a torch? Oh. Just dressing up as a ship and going near a lighthouse. Oh, shine on me. Shine Mind you, if you are a sunbed addict, you'll be delighted by this.
While experts say each of us has a magnetic field, Zerar Bediez is strong enough to illuminate a light bulb by his touch.
Pretty impressive. But don't show him doing it like this.
Let there be light. One day man takes this often quoted phrase to a whole new level.
You've made him look like a randy Jedi. The Force is strong in this one. Kabanga. Now, sunbeds may be bad for you, but here's something that isn't. A report out this week indicates that a greasy fry-up may actually be the best way to start the day. This is fantastic. Nobody can resist a cooked breakfast. Even vegetarians have trouble. A vegetarian being offered a full English is the equivalent of a straight man being offered Johnny Depp. You know what? I said I wouldn't, but yes! I bloody well will. I look forward to this. Be gentle with me, Scissorhands. In fact, that would be the perfect advert. Bacon. It's like shagging Johnny Depp. It's refreshing to hear a positive food story, because usually when you go through the papers, it's things like bacon will kill you, if you drink red wine, you will die, chips will rape your dog. You know, the Daily Mail is the worst. Every day there's a different fear-mongering story. Have you seen how many things they genuinely claim could lead to cancer? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Age, hair, alcohol, aspirin and calcium, ham, honey, eggs, dogs, dieting and soup. Being Robert, being man, bubble bath and food from cans, being black, wearing glass and handiness and speedy cars, estrogen, climate change, baby food, the menopause, beef, beer, pizza, pork, cereal and Worcester sauce, childlessness, children, vitamins and bacon, chocolate, retirement, deodorant and Facebook.
Surveillance entities cause cancer. But it's only rumours that they give you tumours. They've got the big balls to print it, 'cause it's 60 pages of scary bullshit.
Now, this has to be the creepiest use of technology ever.
Recognizer is a mobile application that's changing the face of social networking.
During a party, you might want to figure out some more info about the person standing across the room from you.
Photograph them and let your phone do the stalking.
Let the phone do the stalking.
What next? We've made a lovely little app that shows you the best place to hide the body.
You can pretty much know everything about them that is listed on the internet within about 30 seconds.
I see you're allergic to wheat.
I'll tell you what, it's going to really scupper cocky blokes at parties. You know, I work in film. I've got a house in LA. Really? Says here you work in Asda. Mind you, I help you root out psycho women. Oh, she sees nice. Oh, there you are. In a straitjacket, drawing on the wall in your own shit. In Asda. Let's be honest, if you meet someone through stalking, that relationship is going to end badly. Mind you, a disastrous romance can sometimes lead to funny break-up letters. Look at these belters. Hi, Stephen. Do I have your attention now? I know all about her, you dirty, sneaky, immoral, unfaithful, horny-endowed slimeball. Everything's caught on tape. Your soon, brackets, ex-wife, Emily. P.S. I paid for this billboard from our joint bank accounts. This one's smaller, but just as powerful. Brenda, this isn't working. You know it, I know it. I've moved out. Goodbye. Mark. P.S. I took the dog. He hates you. This one is just insane. Dear Janet, I think we should break up. I would tell you why, but I'm having a tough time describing my feelings. So I drew a picture of me riding a giraffe instead. Now, sometimes a headline really grabs you. I nearly killed my lover with 40 double L boobs. 40 double L boobs. Claire Smedley thought she'd suffocated her boyfriend with her massive jubblies.
There was an incident with one of my boyfriends where we were getting carried away in the bedroom and I was on top. Before I knew it, his movements went jerky. I couldn't see what was happening really, and I stopped and I completely realised that he'd passed out.
Imagine if he died. You could not keep a straight face at that funeral. And he died doing what he loved best. Putting his head in a cleavage and going... Now, for the last time this series, it's the good news story. Enjoy.
John and Sandy Durban are lifelong football fans fulfilling a lifelong dream. Far from slowing down in retirement, these pensioners are gearing up for the World Cup in South Africa. They booked it over a year ago, and the fact England have now qualified has made it all the sweeter. The football-crazy pair cashed in part of John's pension and blew the lot on flights, hotels and tickets for the ultimate football fest.
This isn't instead of a cruise, no. We'd rather go to football. You know, he who hesitates is lost, and we did it.
For John, timing is everything.
I think England are coming through nicely. I really do. I have got confidence in Capello. I believe he's a very sound manager.
Sandy and John have tickets for every England match up to and including the final. Now they, like so many others, are hoping Capello's boys can clinch it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for watching tonight and watching the entire series. It's been really good fun. Thank you so much for doing that. Have a wonderful night.